he's not doing, oh, I know that I can't live without you. No, we have more firmness. That would be what we call a phaser voice. We also have some breathiness there as well. Oh, I know that I... Ladies and gentlemen, we're back in the studio with a good cup of coffee for one more vocal analysis. And today, yes, you are listening to YUNGBLUD playing Zombie Acoustic. This version was released 1 month ago. I've been avoiding it because I wanted to listen to the song for the first time with you guys here, analyzing, I don't know, maybe the vocal arrangement will be different from the original version. And last week, I did an analysis for this song. I believe that at the time I thought it would be the acoustic version, but the version that I prepared was the live version that he performed at the Storm show, and it was electric, so we had all the band. However, I'm still excited to listen to the acoustic version. You guys asked me to analyze the acoustic version, so let's go. For those who are new here, my name is Skylish. I'm a singer-songwriter and voice teacher. As a singer-songwriter, I'm pleased to say that I'm on the battlefield like yourself. I'm singing, recording music, writing music, releasing music, and just a couple months ago I released my latest single. It's called Leave It All Behind. If you are into rock, if you like high vocals, distorted guitars, I'm pretty sure you will like the song. Link in the description. If you could go there and let me know your thoughts on it, that would mean a lot to me. Alright, and as a vocal coach, my work is focused on laryngeal biomechanics and physiology, so basically what the muscles that we have inside our larynxes they do in order to perform the vocal behaviors that we hear in contemporary singing, and that's what we are doing right now. We'll be listening to the song and paying attention to what he's doing with his voice, how we are able to produce those sounds as well. Alright, if you want to become my singing student, check the link in the description for my singing course, Building Your Voice, and there we talk about a range of different vocal techniques. We talk about active vocal schemes if you want to belt out high notes, if you want compression and power. We talk about passive vocal schemes if you want to be super expressive with your voice by making it quiet and soft. We talk about ornaments such as yodels, vibratos, runs. We talk about vocal distortions, yeah, how to practice and apply them in a way that's safe for your voice, that won't hurt your voice. All of that and much more again inside my singing course, Building Your Voice, link down below. Okay, now without further ado, let's listen to Zombie.
1, 2, 3.
I love it already.
If I was to talk about the words, they would hurt. They would hurt. So if you were to ask about the pain, I would lie.
Okay, so up to this point, pretty much the singing behavior that we have is a vocal scheme that inside vocal anthropophysiology we call the breathy voice. And, well, this scheme in particular, the meaning of the name is quite obvious. We have breathiness in the sound. So when it comes to this particular technique, the vocal folds are in passive tension. Our vocal folds can be in active tension. That means that we have more compression. They are filled with blood. We have muscle mass mobilization inside the vocal folds, the vocalis muscles. Hey, this would be active. Hey, if I start to let go by reducing the level of contraction of those muscles, this would be a passive behavior. The vocalis muscles are relaxed, they are still closing, but they are closing by the air pressure that is pulling them to the center instead of the muscles themselves closing. So we don't have as much compression. Here the vocal folds are passive, and we have also the action of a couple muscles that we have inside our larynxes, the posterior cricoid muscles, and the responsibility of these muscles, the behavior that they do is basically opening the vocal folds, and we use them whenever we are breathing. They are opening the vocal folds whenever you are singing with a breathy voice or speaking with the breathy voice. and also whenever we are producing some vocal distortions that are glottic vocal distortions. Vocal distortions that happen at the level of the vocal folds and allow some breathiness. And I'm pretty sure that we'll hear some of these later here, because I haven't heard this version, but I heard other versions of the song and him performing in different scenarios as well. So we will have some vocal distortions, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, basically here, most of the time he's singing with the breathy voice. Another thing that's important to point out is YUNGBLUD, he tends to narrow spaces in the filter, as we like to call the vocal tract, to make the sound brighter. So he's not singing like this. This is not the kind of behavior that would be safe with the breathy voice. The breathy voice, to be safe, requires a higher larynx and narrowed spaces. Just because when we do that, we amplify the rebound effect, and that reduces the drying effect of the scheme itself. I won't develop too much on this right now, but basically the breathy voice is healthy. It is okay to practice and sing with that, as long as we respect a set of conditions, and one of them is to keep the larynx a bit higher and the sound a bit more nasal.
To fix my mind, I need
Time, breathy voice.
but it's running out, it's running.
Now we have an active vocal scheme. Pay attention to the difference in sound. Now we suddenly have way more compression.
Now it's
Is
running
out. We started to hear some vocal distortions here.
Oh, I know that I can't live without you, but this world
This is a phaser voice.
keeps turning.
Let's hear a bit more, and then I'll talk more about the distortion.
If you do, would you even want me? Looking like a zombie. Would you even want me? Want me? Want me?
Nay! So this is not a creaky voice. A creaky would be the distortion that, let's say, is quite close as a cousin to the fry sound. We have the fry sound. The creaky voice would be. He's not doing. Oh, I know that I can't live without you. No, we have more firmness. The spaces are still narrowed. That would be what we call inside vocal improvisology a phaser voice. We also have some breathiness there as well. Oh, I know that I can't live without you. When this kind of distortion here requires also a higher larynx and nasality. Those are really close, the breathy voice and the phaser. In fact, the phaser could even be breathier.
But this world keeps saying, want me, want me. We could catch a spaceship.
The breathy voice again.
But we'd crash. It wouldn't last. Because the world is.
And here we have a creaky voice.
It wouldn't last.
Every now and then we have a bit of a creaky voice. Because so for the chorus we have the phaser, but now we have a creaky. It's such a small technique. Like the creaky voice is not the kind of vocal scheme that we can use volume. Whenever we try to make it louder, we lose a technique. So the creaky voice is small. It's supposed to be small.
The world is just a figment of the fools, a blank stare. care. So say your prayers. You're almost there, but it's running out.
Active now?
It's running out. Oh, I know that I
Yeah, that bit. Oh, I know! Phaser.
can't live without you, but this world will keep turning if you do. Would you even want me looking like a zombie? Would you even want me, want me, want me?
I got the reference there. I got a reference.
Would you even want me looking like a zombie? Would you even want me, want me, want me? Oh, I don't know what I'll turn out to be, but you learn every moment, believe me. Would you even want me looking like a zombie? Would you even want me, want me, want me?
We have a yodel there? No. I thought it would be something in the direction of which would be a yodel, but no yodel there. Amazing. Fantastic. And I feel like I might like this version better than the original one. It's such a beautiful version, and the video itself is also amazing. Well, guys, that's our vocal analysis for YUNGBLUD Zombie Acoustic. I hope you like it. Let me know in the comments what you think of the song, what you think of this version of the song, and of course, what you think of my analysis of the song. Subscribe to the channel, click the like button if you did like the video. If you are curious about my own singing, click the link here to be redirected to a playlist with my original music. I would love to hear your thoughts on my songs. If you want to become a singing student, find the link in the description for my online singing course, Building Your Voice, and there we cover all of the techniques and much more. We talk about active vocal schemes if you want to sing with compression and power. We talk about passive vocal schemes whenever you want to sing soft and be really expressive. Ornaments, yodels, vibratos, runs, vocal distortions, how to practice them in a way that's safe for your voice. All of that and much more, so link in the description. You'll find all of the info there. You enjoy your coffee, you enjoy your day, and remember, if your concepts cannot be seen in the real world, they must change and not the world.